Who would you say is the better player? Donovan McNabb or Michael Vick?
Better
McNabb.
player?
Who would you?
You say McNabb? I think Michael
I
Vick
say I say
was a
Vic.
better player. Well, he had more talent. I think Michael Vick had more
Maybe
talent
he
than
might be more
McNabb.
talented, but he's not a better thrower than. I mean, he's not as
So
accurate. His arm was incredible, but he's not a
I
better
don't know.
But
quarterback.
Vic can
I
run,
don't.
man. Vic
I
didn't
Vick
don't
always
is a
know.
have
better
to
That's
throw.
quarterback.
He
that's a
can
good
run.
listen. That's a good conversation. That's a good listen. And Donovan McNabb, you could say before, he's the best Eagles quarterback that they've had. Donovan McNabb. When you look at the totality of his career, Eagles career, he's probably the
With no
best. I don't know
receivers, with zero
with no
receivers in his
receivers,
prime.
with no receivers.
Think and James Trash.
Yeah, right. Todd Stinkston and James Trash, correct. Now Jalen Hurts could, he could become that guy, especially if he wins another Super Bowl. But Donovan was the best Eagles quarterback, but I don't think he had more talent than Michael Vick.
That wasn't a question though. It was more. I agree. Vic is more talented. He's more talented than a lot of quarterbacks. But who's a better quarterback, Troy?
Are you saying with the Eagles or just overall?
Just
Who's the better
overall, you mean just overall, right, Colby?
Because are we talking about his
So,
time with the Falcons too? Because
I'm talking about who's a better quarterback. I don't care. Like if he in high school, it doesn't matter. Who's a better quarterback?
I'm
I,
not
I
gonna
would
lie.
say I would say Vic. I think Vic is.
Really?
Yeah.
Michael Vick
The numbers
has to
go.
have. He has like the greatest PR
I think
team.
I
The
would I
greatest
would go
PR
with
team.
Vic, and it's not by a big margin. Like it's like you could convince me that it's Donovan, but I think it's Vic.
I agree with you,
Like
Mike.
a lot of Donovan's, and like he was accurate, but like a lot of his throws, like the throws he would throw in the dirt and stuff like that. Like I don't know.
I would say that Vic is more versatile, but I
You've
think
never
You
seen
know
him play.
what? You know what? Listen,
who
to your dad's point, to Chuck's point, Donovan for most of his career, he was throwing to
Nobody.
nobody. He gets Terrell Owens and he becomes an MVP candidate. Like I would love to see what he did have Deshaun Jackson, he did have
A
Macklin,
little
right?
bit. He had for a little bit, yeah.
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 But he was. Uh,
Why do you say
D-Jack
Donovan?
wasn't. D-Jack wasn't like a prolific catcher. He had
No,
splash
no, he wasn't.
plays, but he wasn't like
Right.
prolific.
But that's
I
all,
think Vic's a better like more talented player. But Vic is more talented than Tom Brady. But he's not better than Tom Brady. I think McNabb
Michael
was a better
Vick.
quarterback.
Like I'm not
Michael
mad
Vick
if
is
you
like
might be right. You might be right. Like
Donovan
that's
McNabb is
that's a
better.
great question. It was a great question, and to me, it was very close. Like you could easily convince me that McNabb is.
Yeah. I'm not mad at anyone's answer. I'm just again, I
Drew,
think you were
you
saying again,
started
Troy, like the
this
margin
question.
was
You were about
Drew,
6'7".
Michael Vick might be the
You saw
most
McNabb play? You don't
over.
remember McNabb?
Michael Vick, his PR team is crazy. Like he might be one of the most like. Oh, I don't want to like overrated is a harsh word to use, but I see people comparing him like, oh, who's better, Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick? Like Lamar Jackson is like he might be 3 times better than Michael Vick ever has been.
I think
Michael Vick was a
they
very talented, he was a specimen, like an athletic specimen out there. He's like one of the first quarterbacks you've ever seen playing like that. But like
he wasn't the first. Randall was the first.
Okay.
You think he's one of the most
Either way,
over?
I see people talking about Michael Vick like he's like one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play. Like he was a great player. He was very inconsistent as a passer. He had a cannon of an arm, but he wasn't very accurate. I don't think has he even ever thrown like more than 20 touchdowns in a season before?
He had one year where he did throw for 20 plus touchdowns.
Like come on.
With the Eagles. But Troy, would you agree if Mike Vick played with Andy
2
Reid?
years, no, one
Yeah.
with Atlanta and one
McNabb?
with the
I
Eagles.
would. I think he
Easily.
would be.
Easily.
He would be up there.
Yeah, easily. With Andy Reid, his whole career, it would look completely different as far as stats were concerned, and as far as development. Vic's best years were with the Eagles under Andy Reid. I would have loved to see him play his whole career with him. In Atlanta, it was just, he was just out there playing schoolyard football. When he came here to Philly, it was more of a structure. And, he learned a lot backing up Donovan and just being under the tutelage of Andy Reid. So like that's why I think that that conversation is a lot closer than Chucky probably think, because he didn't have the support system that Donovan McNabb had around him to reach his full potential.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I feel like we should place some of this blame like under his feet a little bit. Like he did go to jail for like two years. Like
You just don't fight.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Like listen, he was a knucklehead, and whatever came his way, he deserved it. But we're talking about him just being a football player. Where going back to the question, I think that's a very close conversation. It's a great question for me. Something that I would definitely think more and more about.
Yeah, I don't want it to sound like I hate Michael Vick. I like Michael Vick.
It sounds like you despise.
He's
the
welcome
guy.
on the podcast
I
anytime.
respect what he did to the quarterback position. He was a revolutionary player.
What did he do to you? Did he beat you in Madden?
I'm trying to find like a comparison to like what Michael Vick is.
I mean, Michael Vick though. I mean, Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson though were a great setup though. How are they not? How are they not a great setup?
Did I say that?
That wasn't a question though. The question was, who's a better quarterback, him or McNabb? And McNabb's a better quarterback.
But I'm saying is that
for every reason,
components
if it was coaching, or if it was him going to
Correct.
jail.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I think
you're
McNabb,
right. No matter what the reason is, he played a better brand of football at the quarterback position
over a longer
Michael
period
Vick
of time.
Yeah. Or a longer period of time. That's correct.
Yeah.
Like I think if you take McNabb's year at the Eagles when he transitioned into being a pocket passer, and it expanded over 8 to 10 years, like he would have been a better player than McNabb. But McNabb just had all those years with Philly of being consistent and of being reliable, even though he didn't put up crazy numbers. He wasn't the most accurate all the time, but he was more reliable and more consistent. So that plays into
that's fair.
People that take his side.
That's fair.
I remember your McNabb jersey, Dad. We have a photo together with you in that jersey.
I don't know.
Most overrated athlete. That is something we'll have to come back to.
Yeah, I can't. I don't agree with that take.
But moving on to the Sixers talk, fellas. We're gonna move on to the next part of the pod. He's got a Mike Vick jersey. Okay.
See?
So you don't hate him. Okay.
See?
Most overrated athlete is kind of crazy. But
that's
another discussion.
But like the way people talk about him, like he had a lot of potential. He was very.
Is this like Ian? Are people Ian and Cam and Kevin? Who are these people?
Are they grooming you?
No, you have to understand. At the time, he was a phenomenon coming out of college.
Yeah, I understand that he was, but like you can't you can't base someone off of like their potential and like what their flashes of what they could have been. Like just like how you say Justin Herbert's trash and he's terrible.
Justin Herbert wasn't a phenomenon coming out of college. I'm sorry, Justin
Herbert's a better quarterback than Michael Vick is.
Justin Herbert was not a phenomenon coming out of college. This guy, coming out of college,
maybe you didn't pay attention, but like he kind of.
You don't see. The thing is, you weren't there during the Mike Vick experience. You weren't there. Like coming out of college and even in high school, this guy was like he revolutionized the QB position. in matter of speaking, right?
Like
No one had ever seen anything quite like him. Randall Cunningham was the first quarterback that could run in and throw the ball, a mile long, but not like Michael Vick. So like there was a lot of hype surrounding him. So to say he was overrated, that is kind of tough.
Okay, overrated. That's not the word I want to use. He didn't meet his potential, but he should have and could have been.
I agree with that.
What I'm trying to say.
That's fair.
And you're
That's
kind of proving my point. What you're saying right now, you're talking about like his high school and like college stuff. I understand. Like I wasn't alive. I wasn't there for that. Like I've watched stuff
you were
about it.
alive.
I was not conscious. Let me say. I've watched stuff. I've read stuff about it. I've heard things about Michael Vick.
Yeah, but you compare Justin Herbert coming out to him like that's
no.
He didn't.
I was just using Justin Herbert because you say like, oh, he had 3 picks in the playoff game. I don't care about his talent. Blah blah blah. But like,
I said Justin Herbert was talented, but he has to prove it to me. That's all. That's all I said about Justin Herbert. I'm sorry. That.
What has Michael Vick proved over Donovan McNabb?
Nothing.
I agree with
Donovan
George. He's more talented. He's not better. He's not better.
Donovan McNabb hasn't proven anything that much over Michael Vick either. Like but like we said, if Michael Vick has spent his whole career under Andy Reid, he would look a lot different.
Yeah,
I think that's a good point in the argument. Definitely one we'll have to come back to.